Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video in the Water Juice channel, and welcome to what will be the final college football series until the new game. That is right. We are going to be starting a college football rebuild series on Madden 24 with the use of the CFB M24 mod. It's a lot. A lot of letters and numbers. We're going to be starting. I've used this mod to do a bunch of rebuilds in the past. I've done Ohio State, Colorado, USC, Alabama, Florida State. I've done a bunch of teams, so you can go check those out in the playlist, the rebuild playlist. But we're going to be using this mod to be doing an actual rebuild series where we actually jump in and play a couple games or something, see what it's all about, and still in the end rebuild the team. But the reason why I say it's the final one is because this series will run until the new game comes out. The College Football 25 comes out in sometime in the summer. I'm guessing sometime late June, probably middle July, I'm guessing, is my kind of theory of when the game is going to be coming out. Sometime in July, I would probably lean more towards. So this series will run until then. Once we get to the game, once we get to College Football 25, EA, whatever they're calling it, College Football 25, I forget what they're calling it. Once we get to that game, then this series will be over, obviously. But I just wanted to have something. I wanted to give a little bit of college football vibes going to get the hype, because the hype is immense. The hype is unprecedented right now for this game. Everybody's excited. I think there's people that don't even play video games that are excited for this game because it's reached different levels of hype. So this game has got crazy hype going for it. I hope it's good. So we're going to be bringing the college football vibes back on the channel until that game comes out, because that game, I'm going to be pumping out so much content. We're going to get Road to Glories. We're going to get rebuilds. We're going to get series, just Dynasty series. We're going to get all kinds of content. Probably no Ultimate Team content because you guys know I don't play Ultimate Team. But other than that, we're going to get tons and tons of college football content, so you guys better be ready. But this series, we can still look forward to. So I kind of buried the lead. The team that we are rebuilding in this entire series, you guys already know by the thumbnail and the title, it is the Oregon Ducks. That's right, Oregon has had a resurgence of sorts by the addition of Bo Nix to their roster the last couple of years. He has emerged as one of the better college football quarterbacks, really, of the past decade or so, dominating college football. And unfortunately, the timing was bad for Oregon because Washington happened to be really, really good at the same time. So Washington gets the college football playoff bid. Oregon does not. And Bo Nix then is headed to the NFL. But they did get another quarterback to transfer in this upcoming season. I forget his name. It's another super old quarterback that's been in college football forever. He needs to get a real job, but he's still playing college football for some reason. So he's now going to Oregon. I apologize. I'm blanking on his name right now. But Bo Nix is headed to the NFL, or at least he's headed to the combine and the draft process. Who knows if he'll actually get on a team and make a team for this upcoming season. But this season, or this rebuild series, the roster will start with this past college football season. So Bo Nix is still our quarterback. All the guys that were in college football last year are in this roster. So Marvin Harrison's on Ohio State. Quinshon Judkins is still on Ole Miss and not on Ohio State, so the transfers haven't taken. That's just what happens with this roster. I couldn't update it. So we're going to rebuild Oregon back to national championship quality, even though I don't think have ever won a national title. Maybe back in the 80s, did they win one? No. I don't think Oregon's ever won a national championship. I know obviously they've made a couple, or at least made one, with Marcus Mariota in the first ever college football playoff, and lost to the Ohio State University with a third-string quarterback, I might add. So they have made one with Marcus Mariota in the past, but I don't think they've ever won one. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think so. So we're gonna, if that is true, we're gonna hopefully change that and win them one. Maybe this season, maybe next season, who knows? But I hope you guys are excited. College football is back on the channel, and it'll only be getting better once the summer comes and we get to the real College Football 25. Hope you guys are excited. If you are, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go start rebuilding the Oregon Ducks. All right, so here we are. I could not, unfortunately, change the coach's name because the way that you have to do the mod, it's only a franchise file. So to get the the rosters and the names right. So the coach is Matt Eberflus, but we'll just look past that. It's fine. It is fine. The lineup, the team that we're rocking with, obviously you guys know if you're an Oregon Duck fan. Now I did go and add the development traits to some players because in this roster, the development traits are all normal except for I think a few select players. Like I think Travis Hunter has X Factor. There might be like one, Jordan Travis maybe has something. I don't remember. There's like one or two other players in college football in this mod that have a development trait. So I had to go. So the rest of the team and the rest of the college football, or most of college football, has like normal development. But I did go for our team specifically and go and add development traits to some of our key players. I didn't add everything because that's obviously like not a lot of these guys would deserve it. But who knows? I'm very curious to see if they're going to implement X factors and development traits into the new college football game because that's kind of like a Madden thing and we've never obviously seen it in anything else. So it's gonna be curious to see, or it's gonna be interesting to see how they implement like who's the best players, how do we determine the best players, are there any abilities? Is it gonna be like Double Me and like Bazooka? Are they gonna have like Superstar X Factor abilities and stuff? Like who knows what's gonna happen in the new college football game? I guess we'll just have to wait till July. But I have added Superstar to Bo Nix and to Ferguson, Star for Franklin and Irving, and then for the left tackle. And then on defense, Addison and Dorless have X Factor. Florence and Jackson, the corners, have Superstar. Manning and Bridges, the other two backup corners, they have Star. Funa, the outside linebacker, has Superstar, and then Williams has Star. But that is everybody that I've given a development trait to. So I'm hoping that we can absolutely dominate. And I picked Oregon because I wanted to have a team that has some rebuild potential because there's a lot of positions that obviously need to be upgraded. And also a team that has a good quarterback like Bo Nix that I can kind of move around with. He's a little bit elusive. He's kind of, he's got a big arm. And I was looking at the teams, and I was like, I could do USC and Caleb Williams, but I've already done an actual rebuild video with them. I could obviously do my favorite team, Ohio State, but I've already also done a rebuild video with them. So I was trying to decide what quarterback I wanted to use, and I don't have to keep Bo Nix. Like we could move on from Bo Nix even in this video is a possibility, but I just wanted to have a quarterback that's a little bit mobile, 85 speed, 93 excel, 93 agility, and 92 change of direction. But then also has a big arm. He's got 89 throw power, or 89 throw on the run, 90 throw power, 91 awareness. His accuracy is all pretty good. So that's kind of like the best of both worlds I wanted to have. So Bo Nix was almost like a perfect quarterback for me. So that is that's what we're looking at for the team. Now, I did say this is a rebuild video. So we are going to add to the team, or at least attempt to add to the team. Now, since this is college football, there are no salary caps. Salary cap has been turned off because obviously there's no salary cap in college football. So there is no salary cap. And the draft, which is going to be referred to as recruiting, is not going to be as impactful. Now, we are the Chicago Bears technically, so we have 2 first-round picks. But the draft is not going to be as impactful as it would be in a normal Madden rebuild because it's recruiting. And then this, like trading, free agency, that kind of stuff will be referred to as the transfer portal, basically, just so that we can kind of keep the illusion that we're in college football even though we're in a mod in Madden, is basically what I'm thinking. Okay, so who do we want to persuade to come here in the transfer portal? Let's go through some of the teams. Now, if you guys have a problem with any of the overalls, I understand. I didn't make the roster. I don't have any benefit of making, or I don't have any input in making the overalls. This is all at the start. All these overalls are at the start of this past season in real life. But I did make one notable exception. Keon Coleman is now an 88 overall instead of an 80 overall. Because of the season that he had in real life, he was unbelievably good. Not the best wide receiver in college football, that was Marvin Harrison. But Keon Coleman, fantastic year. So I did bump him up all the way to an 88 because he was originally an 80 because before the season he hadn't had his breakout yet. So they made him an 80 overall in the roster. I did bump him up. That's the only change that I did make personally. So if you have any other problems with any overalls, maybe somebody's too high, maybe somebody's too low, I didn't make the roster. So I guess I can go and change it artificially, but you guys will have to let me know if you want me to do that. Obviously, I want Marvin Harrison on the team. How hard is it going to get Marvin? How hard is it going to be getting him? I don't even know. Let's see. Can I transfer Tez Johnson over to the Ohio State University? I can. Okay. That was awesome. I will say, I do have control of all 32 teams. Now, I don't actually control them because everything's on automatic. Everything is on, like, I don't have any control of them, but I do have user of all the teams. That's why that trade went through so easily. Or that transfer went through so easily, because I do technically control all the teams, but I'm not going to be making any moves for them. I'm not going to be doing any. I'm not going to be adjusting their rosters. I'm not going to be doing anything like that. I just technically have control of them because that's how the roster is set up. That when you load in the franchise file, you have your choice of all the things already set up. So all the teams are already usered. You just have control of all. You can pick whatever team you want. So that's kind of the thing. So Ohio State, I do have control of them, and we have Marvin Harrison now in an Oregon Ducks uniform, and I will change his number to 18 if I can. Let's see if we can find number 18. Oh, somebody's wearing number 18. Who's got number 18? Who's got number 18 for the Oregon Ducks? I might have to go to the actual roster to see that because I don't want to just go pick through each player one by one. Let's go to the roster. Who's got number 18? Who's wearing number 18? It is worn by Funa. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, Funa, you're going to have to be a different number. I apologize. Marvin Harrison takes precedent over you. So you're going to be number 15. That's not that much of a change, but you are going to be number 15. Okay, so we're going to change Marvin to number 18. There we go. That's much better. Much better. Okay, so that's probably going to be the only big move that I make because I don't want to obviously abuse it because I could probably get whoever I want for nothing, really. So I don't want to abuse it too much, but that is one thing that I wanted to absolutely do is get Marvin Harrison because obviously in College Football 25, when the game comes out, Marvin's not going to be in there. So I want to use him as much as possible. This is what the team is looking like. We're going to jump in and play game one against Utah. I don't know why I said Oklahoma. We're going to be jumping in and playing Utah because I think that could be pretty fun. And we're at home. We're going to see how it looks. I hope you guys are excited. Let's go and play the Utah Utes. Okay, here we go. I will say the modders did a beautiful, absolutely beautiful job with the uniforms. The Utah uniforms look crispy. They look good. The stadium looks pretty good too. And there comes Cameron Rising. Doesn't like to be called Cam. He's Cameron Rising. And we are out here trying to start 1-0 on the college football season. That's going to be a handoff. This is on all NCAA, I should say. Well, it's on all Madden, but it's on all NCAA with no adjusted sliders or anything. That just like base all NCAA. I didn't change anything else except for to make it. Hold on, I got to pause this and turn the audio into my headphones. I didn't have them plugged in for a second. Okay, there we go. All right, I don't know why I forgot that for a second. All right, we're good to go now. And we are trying to stop Utah as they get the first down. He spins around. Ooh, I thought he was going to have himself a big-time play there for a second. Jackson with a nice little carry. Dorless was in on the tackle. Utah's got a good team. Obviously, they made the Rose Bowl a couple of years ago. Lost to the Ohio State University. And they've had some injury problems with their quarterback, Cam. He's been injured a couple of times, but they have a backup quarterback that actually played pretty well when he was starting. He didn't play amazing, but he played pretty good for what he was asked to do and got Utah a few wins and dominated as well. Get there, get a tackle, stop him. There we go, 3rd and 3. Bernard gets down to the 48-yard line. Then obviously that's not a real thing because there's no communication in the headset, even though there's people in college football that are trying to get that, which I don't know why it's not. How do you not have communication in the helmets for the quarterbacks? Oh, he's breaking all kinds of tackles, but he's finally brought down. Jackson was a pest He was not going to go down, but it's 4th and 2. He was running horizontally and not vertically, and they will punt the football back. Marvin's back there to punt return. I don't know why Marvin's back here. I'll have to change that. But Marvin is back to return punts, and he's going down quickly. I don't like him being back there. That's not something we need. And here comes Bosif Nix coming out onto the field for the first time this season, and we're going to run a play action on the first play to try to get Marvin open. Let's see if we can do this. He's got good throw on the run, like 89 throw on the run, but he's not going to need it. He's standing in the pocket, and he's going to find Franklin. Big time play, 26 yards down the field for Bosif Nix. Yes, I understand his name is just Bo. I don't know what his full name is, but we're going to call him Bosif because I like it. Because obviously Joe, Joseph, Bo, Bosif. You get it. You understand the joke. If I have to explain it, it's not funny. But it's still funny because I'm hilarious. Marvin dropped the football. Okay, this isn't real. This is a mod. This is a Marvin Harrison Jr. does not drop passes. Trust me, I watched every single game he played. He rarely dropped passes. If ever. Roll out of the pocket. Oh, Bo. Get moving, Bo. You got the speed. Bo Nix around the corner. Down the sideline, Bo Nix. Oh, 22-yard line. 37 yards for the scrambling super senior, Bo Nix. What a play. Nobody could keep up with him. And I'm looking Ferguson right here on the play. And I'm going to have to get the ball away. Flag. Could it be a hold? Could it be something defensively, hopefully? Going to be a hold on Oregon. Stephen Jones, the right guard, gets called for it, and we back up 10. Not ideal, but that's okay, because we still have ourselves a good field position after the Bo Nix run, and I'm firing in. It's going to be picked off because Bo Nix got hit on the throw, and Utah's got possession. To be fair, that ball probably would have been picked off if I didn't get hit. So it was just a bad decision by me, but I did get hit, which made it even easier to intercept because there was not enough steam on it. But it's an interception. It's a screen pass. I couldn't get around it in time. I didn't notice it was a screen pass until it was too late. Bernard gets a first down on the screen, and Utah's got momentum again. This is not good. Absolutely not good. We cannot allow them to have momentum. They're going to hand it off to their running back. He's going to get shut down. Jackson going nowhere. Loss of 1. Good job from the Ducks. Good job from the Ducks. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Back and forth game. Utah's punted it away. Oregon has had a good drive, turned over by an interception, and then Utah's got the ball back again. So a little back and forth as Florence knocks him down, 3rd and 4. Final play of the first quarter. What will Cameron Rising and the Utah offense do? They will, in fact, snap it. He will throw. It's going to be completed. How did I not get a hand in there? Utah tight end, Pittman, will complete the catch for a first down. I thought for sure I was going to get my hand in there and swat it, but it did not happen that way, and he completes the first down. Start of the second quarter, high snap, handed to the running back. He's going to get a couple yards. It's down to the 44. It's a 2nd and 3. Bernard has been chipping away at his chip. He's been doing pretty good. Dorless needs to get some pressure. Dorless has been held off. That's got to be a false start. That's straight up false start. Nothing else to say about it. False start offense. It is number 55. I'm assuming the guard could be a center. It is the left tackle. Apologize. Usually 55 is reserved for offensive line or for guards, but I guess tackles can wear it too. 3rd and 1 after the Cameronizing underneath middle route drag kind of thing that he did for Veely. I don't know how to say his name, but he's got a lot of yards. 3rd and 1. Bring a little linebacker blitz maybe. Get to the linebackers, or get to the second level with the linebackers to the quarterback, but we couldn't do that. And it's a quick pass, first down, and the Oregon Ducks are in trouble here. The Oregon Ducks are in some doo-doo. That stupid interception. Oh, I was going to make a play. Intercept that football. It's going to be a touchdown because I screwed up the play. Micah Pittman has the touchdown. I turned into Florence thinking that I was going to intercept that ball. And then... Oh, can I block that? I did block it! And Addison picked it up! Go, Addison! Get us some points. Oh, this number 80 is fast, but Addison gets away. Come on, Addison. Run away from that guy. No, that's a face mask. What's going to happen? Face mask on the defense or on the special teams. What's going to happen here? Attempt the PAT kickoff. Oh, that just means they push it back. Okay, so I'm going to kickoff, and we're just going to let it go with block kick. I can't believe he caught me. I thought I was going to get away with that. So Utah gets the 6 points, but we blocked the extra points so they don't have anything, and they don't have 7. And Whittington goes down to the 23, and that's where we will start. We had a good drive until I threw that stupid interception. That wasn't Bo Nix's fault. It was my fault for a bad read. But we're actually going to run the football here for the first time today. Hand it off to Irving, and Irving will get wrapped up at the 28-yard line. We'll go with a little slant spacing. See what we can do here. Throw it quickly. Marv. That's a big first catch for him. 2 for 4, 34 yards and an interception for Bo Nix is not the stat line I want to see, but it's the stat line we have. I'm going to be force-feeding Marvin Harrison, and then that's just a bad interception or a bad play because Marv didn't continue his route, or maybe that was his route and I just didn't realize it. Not 100% sure, but it is 2nd and 10. Marv's going underneath. Ferguson's going a little bit in the middle. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to have to hit Marv. Marv wide open. He's got space. Marvin Harrison Jr. That's why we made the transfer for him. We paid him a ton of money. We said, you can literally have a blank check. And he said, sure, I'll come to Oregon. I've done everything I need to do at Ohio State, except for obviously win the Big Ten and win a championship. But we're not going to mention that. That's an interesting throw. That's going to be incomplete. I probably forced that a little bit. I need to stop forcing it to Marv because I'm going to get in trouble if I keep doing that. So 2nd down and 10. This looks like a pretty favorable run spot here. Let's hand this ball off to Buck Irving, and we'll get a few yards. Good job, Buck. 40-yard line, 3rd and 4. We'll go with a fade stop. Interesting. I like the fade stop route because I'm going to have to run with Bo Nix. It's 4th and 9. We got to go for this because I don't believe my field goal kicker can make this. We might actually be even too far for it. And that's going to be a quick catch to Marvin Harrison. 1st down, extending the drive. Nobody was over top of him, so it worked to perfection. And then a slant smash. And we can step up with Bo, and we cannot step up with Bo because they played that very, very well. 2-minute warning comes. 6-0. We got to get a touchdown here. We got to get a touchdown. Take the lead before halftime. We get the ball to start the second half, I'm pretty sure. Ferguson's out there. Marv's not out there anymore. Or not for this play, at least. So we're going to roll. We're going to fire on the run. Ferguson out of the back of the end zone. Bo Nix cannot complete the accurate throw on the run. Unfortunate because that would have been a bomb. Absolute dot if he would have completed that. But it's okay. It's 3rd and 10. We're going to throw that to the sideline. Holden brings it in. 2 feet in, even though you only need 1 in college football, although you need 2 in this game. It's still 2 feet in. 1st down, Oregon. Good throw from Bo. Bosif Nix delivering, and I got to throw this ball away. There was too much pressure. The pocket collapsed. I had to get that ball away. 2nd and 10. What do we go with here? Maybe a little dagger play for Ferguson? Marv's not out there. I don't like that. I always need to have Marv out there. I got to throw that off my back foot. It's going to be completed to Hudson. Oh, my God, what a catch. Off the back foot of Bo Nix. And it's completed. That was the most improbable catch I've ever seen. Oh, Ferguson's wide. Ferguson's wide, but it's overthrown by Bo. What are you doing, Bo? Just deliver the ball. It's 4th and 1. We're obviously going for this. I don't know why Bo Nix didn't deliver that ball accurately. I know I was kind of on the run technically, but that's got to be completed. He was wide open. That one's to Ferguson, and that's a 1st down completed. I thought for a second he was going to not get the 1st down there, but he does. So now it's 1st and goal from the 3. Hand this ball off to Buck Irving, and he's going to get nowhere. Utah's used all their timeouts, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I can't believe Buck Irving didn't get the 1st down there. He did not. We're going to go back in the end zone to Kelly. It's dropped. How do you drop it? How do you simply drop a ball? I can't complete it. I can't even comprehend it. Marvin Harrison, we're changing your route to a nice little, what are we going to change it to? We're going to change it to an in route. You're going to go in across the middle of the field, and we're going to fire it to you. Marvin Harrison drops the football. Good defense from Utah, and we are going to get stood up. We're not getting stood up. We are completing a touchdown here. We are at the 3-yard line. We have to score a touchdown. It has to happen. Who do we trust? Who do we trust? End zone. Incomplete. We got stood up on 4th down. I can't believe it. We were at the 3-yard line. We had play after play after play after play after play to get a freaking touchdown, and we couldn't do it. It doesn't make any sense. Get to the quarterback. Okay, I probably blitzed a little bit too many people there. And I was trying to go all out for the safety. We couldn't get it. Utah has a chance to get a field goal here as time expires. They have no timeouts, though, because they used them all on defense. And Dorless will get to the quarterback. It's up in the air. It's picked off by Addison. Addison picks it off and gives us a chance. Braylon Addison has given us a chance for redemption. Cam Rising got hit on the throw. It's picked off, and Oregon has a chance to get points. We're going to stand in this pocket. We're going to fire it to Marv. He's going to get it knocked out incomplete. Okay. Marvin didn't really, he didn't really separate like I was wanting him to. 44 seconds. As long as we can get, I guess, into field goal range, we'll have to take it. But I don't really want field goal range. I want that touchdown. We should have had it at the beginning. Franklin overthrown by Bo Nix. Can we please have a ball that's accurate? We shouldn't even have been in this spot. Bo Nix should have hit Ferguson on that wide open 3rd down play. I don't understand how he didn't hit him. And Bo to Marv. Incomplete. It's 4th and 10. How have we not completed a single pass on this entire first 3 drives? Or 3 plays of this drive. 33 seconds. I can't believe this. I can't believe this drive has come down to this play. I gotta throw it. Marv, go up and get it. Marvin Harrison, when we needed him most, he appeared. We call our first timeout. 27 seconds. We're gonna hand this off to Irving. We're gonna give this ball to Buck Irving. The offensive lineman's gonna do his job, kind of, and we're gonna have to use our second timeout. Honestly, that was a bad idea, but I thought I'd have a little bit better blocking. I don't know why. It's still Madden at the end of the day. I don't know why I thought I'd have better blocking. What do we go with here? What do we go with here? I got to throw this ball. It's going to be, thankfully, knocked incomplete. I should have just threw it away, for being totally honest. Nobody got open on that play, so I'm not going to run that again. What do I even call here? Maybe a flood play? This worked last time. It got Franklin open. 18 seconds, 3rd and 8. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to fire. Sideline incomplete. Good swat. Good swat from the Utah player. And, I mean, we have to take our points at this point. We can't have 3 straight drives where we have no points. So, that one should be good enough. Should be hard enough. It's up, and it's good. So, we do end up getting 3 points, even though we've had so many opportunities to score a touchdown. Oh, man. I can't believe we haven't come away with... We don't have, like, 17 points on this at this point. It's crazy. We got completely bailed out with that Cam Rising interception. I think it was Dorless, wasn't it? Dorless is the one who got to Rising. But they don't have any timeouts. They're going to go 3 deep. Or they're going to go all out for a Hail Mary type play. And we're going to see what we can do. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to hand it off to their running back. And they risk a fumble on that one. That could have been dangerous. But it is going to be the end of the half. We go into the halftime locker room at only 6-3. This game should be a lot... should be a lot more on our favor, but it is only 6-3. We do get the ball, so that's nice. Start of the second half. I'm not sure how we are here, but we are here. Whittington is going to take this one out deep in the end zone, and he's going to get it to the 19-yard line. So I guess I should have just kneeled it down or let it go out of the back. All right, little play action drag wheel. Maybe get Ferguson up in the middle. That could work. I'm down for that. There's the snap. There's the roll. Fergie didn't make the throw, so I'll have to hit Marv. It's going to be incomplete. Man, this Utah defense is sticky. They are sticking with my entire receiving core the entire way. I've really had nobody open this entire game. 2nd and 10. Change the play last second to a Buck Irving run, and he will get really nothing. 3rd and 7. All right, little play action read maybe. Uh-oh. 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 Sacked by a bunch of people. Play action was not the play. And the Oregon first drive of the half will go with a punt. Not what I wanted to do. That blows. We really needed some momentum coming out of the half. Manning going to have a huge play on the punt returner. And he's going nowhere. 38-yard line is where Cam Rising and the Utah offense will start this half. Ooh, we got Addison with an X Factor activated. Love to see that. First play of the drive is going to be a screen. I almost got to the quarterback Rising. We do shut it down for only a gain of 2. I almost got to Cam. That was close. That was close. 2nd and 8 now from the 40. It's going to be another screen play. And this time he's going nowhere. They lose a yard on that one. Back-to-back screens from the Utah offense. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's not working. Our boys are ready for it. Are they going to call a 3rd straight screen? There's no way. There's no way they think screen's going to work 3 times in a row. No, it's going to be a Cam Rising scramble. Incomplete. 4th down and 9. So it's a 3 and out for Utah on 3 very strange play calls. I don't know what they were doing on that one. I got to take Marvin off a punt return. I don't know why he's out there. I got to remember to do that after the game. I could do it now, but then I'll just forget to do it after the game too. And maybe Marv is our most electric punt returner. Who knows? He's not. He gets us to the 21-yard line. That's okay. Bo Nix, I need you to have a legacy drive here. I know it's not like the end of the game or anything. We still have a whole quarter to go, but I need you to have a legacy drive. You kind of been mid. You've been good on the ground. I've liked your wow, judo tackle. I've liked your running game that you've had, but passing wise, you've been kind of mid. So we're gonna need you to hit this on the run to Franklin, who seems to be the only other guy besides Marv that's done anything today. But I'll take it. Anybody doing anything is good for me. Franklin's got 2 catches for, like, what does that say? 46 yards, 56 yards? I don't even remember. We're going to snap it, hand it off to Buck Irving, and Buck Irving will go nowhere. A carry for a gain of 1, and we'll go play action halfback flat because he's going to be wide open. There it is. So Buck Irving can't really do much in the run game, but he can do a little bit in the pass game. 3rd and 2 from the 45-yard line. I tried that play action last time. It didn't work, so we'll go with some smash type play. Maybe get Marv underneath. Somebody underneath. Out of the backfield, it's going to be James, the backup, and he's going to get the 1st down. Good job. James delivers. We will go with play action scissors. Scissors usually works. Ferguson will hopefully be open here. We'll see what happens. Although Marv's not out there. I'm going to go to Ferguson. It's overthrown, but Ferguson caught it, and it's a 1st down off the deflection. Oh, my God. Off the deflection, it's caught. Bo Nix a little underthrown, to be fair. I don't know if he got both feet in, though, because this is still Madden at the end of the day. So we'll see if they review it. No, they don't. So it's going to be a completed catch. Did he actually get both feet in? Or maybe because we're playing the college football mod, you don't need 2 feet at the end of the day. I mean, he clearly only got 1 foot in, so obviously they changed the ruling, so you only need 1 foot in this game. Because that is clearly just 1 solid foot. That is very, very clearly 1 foot. Wow. Okay. That is the craziest catch I have ever seen from a college tight end, because it worked. Obviously, we got the 1 foot in. So, completed. 1st and 10 from the 21. Okay, what do we call here? Inside zone run. Give it to Buck Irving. Hopefully he can take care of some business. And, I mean, he probably could have taken care of some business if the blocking was there. Blocking was not there. I'm looking Marv. One-on-one, end zone. Marvin Harrison flag holding. It's coming back. I can't believe it. Finally our first good play we've ever had, and it's coming back. Oh my God, of course. I can't believe that. It's the right tackle, Lalolu. Or Lalo, I don't know how to say his name. I don't care to say his name anymore. Oh my, we had a touchdown and it's gone. Oh my God, and now I got sacked. You gotta be kidding me, bro. We had a touchdown. It was in my hands. I had a touchdown, and now I just got back-to-back sack. I hate it here. I want to die. They brought every single person on the entire planet in the backfield there, and now I can't even freaking kick a field goal. I hate it here. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't actually believe the fact that we just lost our touchdown because of a holding call and then got back-to-back sacks on us. Into the fourth quarter now. If we lose this game, it's going to be down to that. That's going to be the play that we go back to, we look back on. Unless it's another pick by... I thought it was going to be another pick, but it goes past everybody. If we lose this game, it's going to be because of that. It's not going to be because we played bad on offense, even though we technically did. It's going to be because of that touchdown that was called back because of a holding call. And then the offensive line forgot that they had a job to do. And we got 2 sacks. Oh my God, I hate my existence. Why did they have to get a holding call? The right tackle had to just hold for a second. I threw the ball away before he had any pressure. Like, I didn't... Okay, 2nd and 5. We can't think about that. We can't dwell on the past. It's in the past. We can't change the fact that it happened. We have to stop this Utah offense and then get the ball back, and that's got to be a false start. That's simply got to be a false start. That cannot be encroachment or... Thank you. Thank you. False start. That's what we needed. 2nd down and 10. That gives us a little bit of momentum. We got Dorless on the edge here on the left tackle. So maybe he can get some pressure on him, and they're going to run to the opposite side. That's okay because, oh my God, maybe it's not okay. He got shoved to eternity. Good God, he got killed. It's okay, though. 3rd and 3. Do we blitz? Do we call a blitz here? I think we might. Just give us a little bit better chance to get some pressure. Maybe Funa comes in on a blitz. Funa couldn't get to him. Rising's got nobody, the running back's got nobody back there. Rising had Jackson wide open. If I would have just got to the quarterback, I hesitated there for a second because I thought I was going to get blocked. So I hesitated in the middle there instead of just running through, and that allowed for Rising to have enough time to get the ball away. So it's now another fresh set of downs for Utah. 2nd and 6. They're just taking all the time off in the world, man. We had so many opportunities. I hate this first game, man. We've had like 100 opportunities to score a touchdown in this game, and they just have not happened. Either it's been incomplete passes, dropped passes, or obviously the touchdown that was called back because of the hold. So many different things have gone against us in this one, and that's going to be a 1st down because of course it is. Oh my God, this Oregon team. You're frustrating my soul away. I can't handle it, bro. I can't. This is only game 1. This is episode 1, and I'm already tired of it. I'm already fed up with this Oregon offense and this Oregon defense. Put both of them. I'm fed up with both of them. I can't even comprehend my anger right now because of this stupid, everything that's happened. And yes, some of the plays, the missteps have been my fault. I will own up to that. I'm not going to say that it's completely been not my fault for why we're down 6-3, but most of the time, I'd say 95% of the time, it's been just something stupid that's happened, and now it's a wide open run play. The only thing that we can hope for is a turnover here. We're going to start using our timeouts, and that's not even going to matter because they're probably going to score, and then we're going to be down by 10, and it's going to be not good, and we're not going to be able to win this football game, even though we've been the better team this entire game. I don't understand how we're losing. Another play, another freaking run. When do I start using my timeouts? Under a minute? I mean, it's not going to matter. We're now really under a minute. So now I got to use my timeouts. 2nd and 6. They're going to kick a field goal. We're going to have to score a touchdown. But, I mean, that's before they haven't even gotten the 1st down yet. They're going to get it probably here. And they do get it there. That's the 1st down. I mean, just let him score at that point. We take him out of bounds. 29 seconds. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. We had the game won, or at least we had the lead. I don't know if we can necessarily say we won the game, but we had the lead, and it was taken away by a holding call, and then back-to-back freaking sacks, which I didn't have any control over. I mean, I had barely no time. I had barely any time. They freaking blitzed me out of my shoes. It was crazy. Another stop on the run. I mean, we have 22 seconds. It's 3rd down. Even if we stop him here and use our final timeout, we're going to have, what, less than 16 seconds, 15 seconds to score a touchdown? That's going to be impossible. We've barely been able to move the football all day. That's going to be caught. It's going to be a touchdown because I thought I was the other guy, and I was apparently in the end zone. I thought I was the guy on the line, or the end zone line. I guess I wasn't. And now they're going to kick the field goal to go up by 10. So this game's over. 17 seconds. We physically cannot win the game. There is mathematically no way we can win this game. Because even if we score on one play with a touchdown, which will not happen, we won't have enough time even if we get the onside kick, I wouldn't think. There's a face mask. That'll give us a little bit easier of a chance. That'll push us up 15 extra yards. That would have been nice earlier in the game. All right, 39 seconds, 39 yard line, 14 seconds. Marvin's, I mean, we got to go Marv, right? Am I even going to have time? It's another holding call. This Oregon football team is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. Marvin actually caught that football. It's another holding call. I'm trading everybody. I'm transferring everybody. It's the left tackle, Cornley Jr. Everyone's getting transferred. I don't care. You're a disgrace to your families. Who do we go for? We go Franklin here. Double covered. Final play of the game. Franklin, I was hoping for a pass interference or something. It doesn't happen. I hate it here. I want to die. I mean, I had the game won, or I had an opportunity to win the game, and it was taken away from me. It wasn't even my fault. It wasn't even my freaking fault, and we lose to the Utah Utes in week 1, 13-3 on some BS. On some absolute, utter BS. Yeah, I didn't play my best game, but there's no reason, no business losing that game. We should have won that game outright, and yet it ends like that. Man, I have never been more frustrated with an ending of a game in a long time. That is insane. That is insane, the fact that we lost it. Now we have to go to Oregon, or to Wisconsin. They're going to be playing jump around. We have to play freaking Braylon Allen in the next episode. I can't believe we lost that. People are getting transferred. I don't care. This offensive line, especially this man right here. This man's getting transferred. Lalolu, you're getting transferred next episode. I don't freaking care. I've had I've been up here. I'm up to here with you. You cost me the game there. You're done. You're finished. You'll never work another day in this town. Done. That's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said in the beginning, this series will run until the summer when the new game comes out, when the College Football 25 comes out. So I'm super excited. I can't wait. Like I said before, again, that game is going to have so much content we're going to be pumping out. Road to Glories, Dynasties, all kinds of crazy stuff, rebuilds, everything you can think of except for Ultimate Team. Content will be on the channel, so get excited for that. But also get excited for this, because this is the last college football modded content you will most likely see, unless I decide to do another rebuild here and there. But that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.